Welcome back to Bermuda Grass Central. Guys, we are headed into fall and early fall. Right now I'm filming this video early October, but this could relate to October and November. But listen, here are 3 things that you need to do immediately, ASAP, to have a better yard come spring. All right, before I show you these things, let me show you my yard, man. Look at it, it's going dormant. Here we are 25 heading to 2026, and we got leaves falling down, we got dormancy coming about. But I'm gonna show you 3 things that you guys, if you don't do these things, you are going to have weeds forever. You have to do these right now. Let's start with the first thing, and it has nothing to do with weeds. All right, here are the 3 things right here, guys. Insect control, pre-emergent, yard mastery 7020. All right, I want to start with this one right here first, the insect. Now, a lot of people neglect this part right here, the insect control. And these are not in any order. Just make sure you get them all down. But the insect control, guys, you need to get that down, because if you have grubs or anything like that, that could possibly chewing away at the roots of your Bermuda grass or any grass, you want to go ahead and put a granular insect control down that's going to prevent or control the type of insects that you get into your yard. Now, there are a few different kinds, but one thing I started doing, and the reason I'm showing you this, guys, because I don't want to make this fancy. I don't want you going and buy backpack sprayers, all that hard math that you may have to do. This is a product that you can simply go into the store, pick it up, put it in the spreader, and put it on your yard. So when you go in the store, try to find the one that says it lasts up to 6 months. All right, 6 months means just extended control. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to last 6 months, but you want to get this down and get the longest protection with a product like this. These products don't cost that much, guys. These bags run anywhere from $8 to maybe $16 a bag, depending on how many square feet. But you always know your square feet. This is the bigger bag, covers 33,000 square feet. I did switch over from Spectricide. You can still use it, but this one seems to cover a little bit more square footage, and it lasts a tad bit longer. And if you start looking at the label, it'll tell you some of the insects that it controls. One thing I want you to keep in mind, if you have grubs in particular, you need to get a formula that says it's for grubs. Even though this has it on here, somebody pointed out to me last year, and I'm not going to go through all that trying to find it, but it had a little star beside it. And when I read that star, it said that it was for flower beds per se, or garden beds, but it really wasn't for the lawn, for maintaining grubs out of it. But I will say this, if you consistently put it down, you won't have any of those issues. All right, let's go to the next thing. Now, guys, everybody knows about pre-emergent. Pre-emergent is the key to your lawn success if you want to prevent weeds in the lawn. But before I go ahead and tell you about that, guys, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please, whatever you do, hit that subscription button, hit the like button. So one of the ones I always talk about is the Sunniland Professional. The reason I like this, guys, is because this is the one that has dithiopyr in it. Generally, you can get this at Lowe's. All right, sometimes Lowe's doesn't have it. If they do not have it, there's another formula that you can go to another store and get, and let me show you. In my junkie yard garage, but you can get the Yard Mastery 007.37 prodiamine, and they do have a dithiopyr formula for that. Or Home Depot and see if they have the Let's Go 007 pre-emergent crabgrass preventer. This one has the active ingredients called pendimethalin. All right, guys, now here's something that you need to know about pre-emergent. When you apply pre-emergent to the yard, the way it works is it's supposed to prevent the weed seeds from germinating through the soil. Well, not so much through the soil, but coming up into the lawn. That's why I call it pre-emergent. Even though you have pre-emergent, and most people did not know this, those weed seeds are still going to germinate. All right, when they germinate, if you have that pre-emergent formula into the soil and it's locked in, your barrier is locked in, when they crack the seed, that root that hits it will get pruned or retarded, or it won't grow. Now, Pre-emergent is not going to prevent the weeds that you currently have. You have to know this, guys. If you have a yard full of weeds and you put pre-emergent down, it's not going to kill those weeds. It's just going to help prevent future weeds. Yes, you can apply pre-emergent to a yard that's infested with weeds. But like I said once before, it's not going to stop those weeds that are already there. It's just going to prevent the ones in the future. So when you go in the store and you see 007, that's 0% nitrogen, 0% phosphorus, phosphorus free, and 7% potash right there. That's just kind of help the grass or the roots with the stress that it's going to semi go through coming into this fall, or even in the spring. So with pre-emergent, you need to know this. You have to apply this before your soil temperatures dip below 70 degrees on a consistent basis. So if it's 75 degrees outside, that's not the same as your soil temps. It could be 75 degrees outside and it can be 73 degrees on your soil temps, even 72. It's not going to be that big of a fluctuation at the steady rate, but you got to get it down before it drops below 70. And here's why. When you don't put this down in time, your grass or your weeds seeds will start to germinate at a certain temperatures. Now this is supposed to prevent poa, crabgrass, some other annual grasses and some broadleaf weeds, but a lot of people, this is what happens. They wait till it actually gets cold and the soil temps have dropped, then they go out and apply it. And then come next season, they'll say, oh, it didn't work. I applied that product and I still got a gang of poa. That's because you waited too long. Now, at the end of this video, I'm going to show you one video. It's not one video. It's 3 videos stitched together that you can click on. It's going to show you how to apply the insect control, the pre-emergent, my special way of doing it. That's going to get you 96% weed free. And it's going to also show you how to apply Yard Mastery 7020. Last but not least, this is how you're going to winterize your yard. You need to put the Yard Mastery 7020 down. 7% nitrogen, 0% potash. That 20% potash is really what's going to help the roots of your grass survive that winter, even the summer drought. But we're going into winter. As it gets colder, it's going to help promote a healthier root system for next season. Now, one thing you need to know about this, I personally don't recommend you applying Yard Mastery 7020 to a completely dormant Bermuda grass. If your yard has any signs of greenness in it now, or it's starting to fade off into the brown, but you still have green, you need to go put it down ASAP, and you need to water it in. None of these formulas are going to work unless you water it in. All right, you have to water in. You can apply them all the same day, but you got to do different applications. And what I mean by that is, don't go and put everything in one spreader and then mush it around together and then start applying it, because the rates could be different based on the product that you're trying to use, and you won't get the correct application. So unless that product is manufactured as a 2-way or a 3-way and it's all mixed together, do separate applications, same day, get it watered in. So once you get that stuff watered in, guys, you're pretty much set. One thing, a bonus tip I would tell you, do not go and core aerate your yard after you put pre-emergent down. Don't do that. Another bonus tip, do not apply any type of grass seed like annual ryegrass, perennial ryegrass, blue Bermuda, whatever the crap that is, fescue, or any type of grass seed, because it's not going to germinate because you just applied pre-emergent. Another pro tip is, do not overseed your Bermuda grass with Bermuda grass seeds in the fall or winter, because it is not going to germinate, guys. I'm telling you. All right, and that's pretty much it. Now listen, I got a couple of videos I want you to watch for your flower beds and rock beds, pine straw beds. Watch this video right here, guys. All of this stuff I've been talking about, I got a 3-part video I need you to click on right there. And the last thing, if you don't want to watch those, watch this video right here, guys, where I was talking about why you shouldn't overseed your Bermuda grass in the fall or winter. You're tuned into Bermuda Grass Central with BYD. This is Michael Bowman. I'll talk talk to you soon.